Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Enzo and Big Cass's mystery attacker revealed, Miz gets an entourage, and Braun Strowman returns. Braun! I'm Ollie Davis, and this is the 19th of June 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw in about 4 minutes. Roman Reigns opened Raw with his big SummerSlam announcement. Or as Michael Cole put it, his big #SummerSlam announcement. Him declaring himself #1 contender for the Universal title. His well thought out reason? Because this is his yard, obviously. Samoa Joe rightfully thought this was bollocks, so came down and headbutted Roman right in the chest. God, Joe's great. Reigns stood tall in the ensuing scuffle, and a match was made between them for later that night. Matt was back to overtly leading delete chants in the Hardy Boyz' victory over Galanderson, hinting talks are back on with Impact Wrestling over the Broken Universe gimmick rights. In his latest pre-taped promo, Goldust invited his former tag team partner R-Truth to the premiere of his new masterpiece, The Shattered Truth, next week. Goldust vs R-Truth is one of the low-key brilliant feuds on Raw. The pot kept bubbling by very well-produced promo segments, which means it's probably all building to a throwaway 5-minute match. Finn Balor interrupted a performance from Elias Samson to start his match against Bo Dallas, which was 5 very good minutes full of aggression. It's almost like Dallas is a former NXT champion too, right? Even though he lost, Bo looked great here, wildly having grown out his hair and beard and showing a vicious streak. But he's directionless, lost. He needs someone to show him the way. Someone like his real-life brother, cult leader Bray Wyatt. Not The Miz, whose entourage added Dallas later in the show. Samson attacked Balor afterwards, setting up a feud between them. Seth Rollins cut a good babyface promo about becoming the cover star for WWE 2K18 when Bray Wyatt interrupted with his usual on the Titantron. The two did their usual back and forth words until Wyatt made his slow entrance to the ring, where Rollins hit him with a great crossbody off the top turnbuckle. Titus O'Neil, acting as Akira Tozawa's manager, actually made a cruiserweight match feel important, doing the ring announcing and hyping the crowd from ringside. Tozawa beat TJP, with Neville watching on from the commentary desk. In the second hour's main event, a Samoan called Joe called Roman Reigns took on another Samoan called Joe called Samoa Joe. Yeah, that's right. The two had an excellent TV match, which the Samoan Joe called Samoa Joe won thanks to a distraction on the Titantron. Usually that would be a disappointing finish, and often in the form of Bray Wyatt turning off all the lights. But this one had Braun Strowman bursting out the back of an ambulance. And you guessed it, he's still not finished with Roman. They'll have an ambulance match at Great Balls of Fire. After accidentally upsetting his wife for the last 2 weeks, Maryse was the guest on Miz TV to make it up to her. But when Dean Ambrose interrupted, Miz spilled champagne over her and accidentally destroyed her grandfather clock gift he'd repaired. Miz was one step ahead this week though. The two men dressed up as cuddly bears turned out to be Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Miz's new entourage beat up Dean Ambrose to close the segment, looking like a kid's birthday party gone very, very wrong. Despite the Titus brand's success in the Cruiserweight division earlier, Raw Tag Team Champions Sheamus and Cesaro beat O'Neil and Apollo Crews comfortably in a 5-minute match. The only women's segment on the show was an angle rather than an actual match, with Alexa Bliss and Emma's brawl giving Nia Jax the DQ win. Mickie James, Dana Brooke and Bayley somehow also got involved, and the entire women's division had a short, meaningless brawl. For the main event segment, television's worst detective, Kurt Angle, invited the prime suspects in the Who Attacked Enzo and Big Cass mystery down to the ring. It took Corey Graves revealing some security footage that really should have been looked at much sooner to expose the real attacker. It was Big Cass who beat up Enzo Amore. The live crowd didn't seem to care that much though, chanting "what" through most of Cass's very well delivered promo. Unfortunately, I'm sad to say I somewhat agree. To use a wrestling comparison, the story of Enzo and Big Cass's breakup has been like a match where nothing happens for ages and then a big high spot gets a loud reaction. So a cruiserweight match on Raw. Big Cass's turn on Enzo is most definitely sad, but I haven't cared about their relationship for a very long time. WWE have given us no reason to. They only debuted on the main roster 14 months ago as an act initially one of the hottest in the company, but they've slowly been worn out by inconsistent booking, poor storylines and bad character work. So while this was a shocking angle, the larger story has nowhere near the level of emotional connection it should do. So that was this week's Raw in about 4 minutes. Here's the usual ratings recap from top to bottom in all: core, average, poor, and bore. I'll reveal my rating very shortly, but first, vote in the poll above my head to give yours. I'll announce the results in tomorrow's WrestleTalk news. This was a very newsworthy episode. The return of Braun Strowman, his Great Balls of Fire match against Roman Reigns being announced, and the Big Cass heel turn. The actual wrestling was pretty good too, particularly with Reigns and Samoa Joe, and the Big Cass reveal certainly was a moment, even if both men will likely come off worse for it in the long run. This week's Raw is core. An ex-WWE star has been contacted for a return, and 2 ex-TNA stars have debuted for SmackDown. Click the videos to the left to find out more, press subscribe, and support WrestleTalk on Patreon. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.